Episode 7: When a mentor becomes a mirror. There's a moment in every person's growth journey where a mentor stops being a guide and becomes something more powerful. A mirror. Not a mirror of who you think you are. Not a mirror of your fears or limitations. Not a mirror of who you were forced to be under pressure, but a mirror of your potential, your depth, your capacity, your leadership, your truth. A mirror that reflects a version of you that you haven't been able to see for a long time. Sometimes because life has dimmed it. Sometimes because work has overshadowed it. Sometimes because illness has reshaped it. And sometimes because hardship has convinced you to shrink it. This episode is about the mentors who became mirrors for me. The ones who helped me see myself clearly again after years of surviving, coping and carrying. The limitations we carry without realising. When I first became ill in 2018, something subtle but significant happened. As my physical strength declined, something in my self-image shifted too. I didn't realise this at the time. It wasn't conscious. It wasn't something I said out loud. But slowly, without noticing, I started to see myself through the lens of limitation. Not intentionally, not dramatically, just quietly. Thoughts like, maybe I won't be able to do what I used to do. Maybe I shouldn't aim too high. Maybe my future needs to be smaller, just in case. Even when I returned to work, even when I rebuilt my stamina, even when I was leading teams and supporting others, a part of me still saw myself as recovering. And then came the restructure, the undervaluing, the lack of recognition, the feeling of being unseen, the collapse that followed. Every one of those moments chipped away at how I saw myself. That's what hardship does. It blurs your reflection. And that's why mentors matter. Because mentors arrive exactly when your own sight becomes cloudy. The first mirror. The person who saw my strength. There were people who supported me through everything. Colleagues who steadied me. NHS leaders who took me calm. Friends who checked in. And the medical teams who fought for my health. But the first true mirror mentor appeared much later. It was someone who looked at me and didn't see illness, or limits, or the chaos of a restructure, or the exhaustion of carrying others. They saw strength, real strength, the strength that had kept me alive, kept me leading, kept me grounded, and kept me going through storms most people never experience. Sometimes it takes just one person saying the right thing in the right tone for your reflection to sharpen. For me, it sounded something like, "You've been through more than most people ever will, and you're still standing. Do you know what kind of strength that is?" And I didn't. Not fully. Not at that time. Because when you're busy surviving, you don't always pause to appreciate the resilience in survival. The second mirror, the mentor who refused to let me shrink. Fast forward to MOI, to the room where everything began to shift again. At the Masters of Influence, I met people who didn't just encourage me. They challenged me, they questioned me, they pushed me. They held up a mirror that said, "You've been underestimating yourself for years." And here's the thing about that kind of mentorship. It's not gentle. It's not easy. It's not comfortable. But it's transformational. They saw my leadership, my calm, my emotional intelligence, my NHS expertise, my ability to hold space, my strategic mind, my lived resilience, my empathy, my courage, my depth. They saw all the things I had forgotten in the noise of illness, stress, and workplace chaos. And they mirrored it back to me until I started to see it too. The third mirror, the person who showed me my future. And then there are those rare mentors who don't just reflect who you are, they reflect who you could become. The ones who change the entire trajectory of your life in a single conversation. For me, that happened in Las Vegas in April 2025. During the Dream Team retreat, in the middle of training about speaking and influence, someone said to me, "You've got decades of experience helping systems work better. You understand people. You understand pressure. You understand GPs. Why aren't you using that to help practices transform?" That question didn't just inspire me, it awakened me. Because in that moment, I saw a future version of myself that I had been too tired, too stressed, too unwell, and too undervalued to see before. A future where my past wasn't a weight, it was a foundation. A future where my experience wasn't overlooked, it was needed. A future where my resilience wasn't something I survived, it was something I could teach. A future where my leadership wasn't constrained, it was unleashed. And that's what mirror mentors do. They don't reflect your present, they reflect your potential. What a mirror mentor really does. Through this journey, I learned something essential. A mirror mentor doesn't just give you strength, they reveal the strength you already have. They don't create your purpose, they uncover it. They don't change your identity, they help you rediscover it. And in my story, they helped me see I wasn't weak, I was healing. I wasn't undervalued, I was misplaced. I wasn't finished, I was being redirected. I wasn't broken, I was becoming unbreakable. And that realisation changed everything. The 3 signs someone is a mirror mentor. Here's how you know a mentor is not just a guide, but a mirror. 1. They see your strengths long before you do. They reflect back qualities you didn't realise were part of your identity. 2. They challenge the stories you tell about yourself, especially the small ones, especially the ones shaped by hardship. And 3. They make your future feel bigger, not smaller. You walk away from them feeling expanded, not compressed. If someone in your life does this, you've found a mirror. A practical tool for you, the reflection check. It's a simple but powerful exercise. Ask yourself, who sees me clearly, even when I can't see myself? Write down the first 3 names that come to mind. Don't overthink. Your subconscious knows. Then ask, what do they reflect back to me that I've forgotten to recognise? Maybe it's your resilience. Maybe it's your compassion. Maybe it's your experience. Maybe it's your potential. Maybe it's your leadership. Let those reflections land. They matter more than you realise. A reflective moment for you. Close your eyes for a moment. Picture the version of yourself that feels strongest. The version that survived. The version that led. The version that rose. The version that learned. The version that kept going. Now ask, who helped me remember that version of myself? Those are your mirror mentors. Hold them close. Mentors don't just teach us. They remind us. They reflect us. They reawaken us. We become unbreakable, not because we walk alone, but because the right people walk beside us and remind us who we are, exactly when life tries to make us forget. In the next episode, we'll explore a different kind of emotional labour. The moment where support becomes overwhelming and resilience becomes something deeper than we imagined. But for now, remember this: the strongest version of you is still there, and sometimes all it takes is a mirror to see it. If this episode resonated with you, particularly if you've had someone in your life who helped you see yourself more clearly, challenge you gently, or reflected back something you couldn't yet name, you're very welcome to follow Becoming Unbreakable for future episodes. And if you know someone who has been shaped by a mentor, coach, or unexpected guide, or who might be ready to reflect more deeply on their own growth, sharing this episode may help them pause, reflect, and feel less alone.